Greetings from Accra, everybody. Once again, it's Chef John Ocran talking from my balcony. Um, Still unemployed, still kind of post sort of opening up to a certain degree the community by our president and kind of getting news back and forth about possible reopenings, eventually. But till then, we still have kept our fingers crossed for more positive news about the pandemic. We're desperately hoping that, some sort of vaccine can be, I don't know, conjured and make things a little bit better. But right now, we're still in the process of, hotels closed down, big hotels, ceasing operations, and we we really are in a bit of a pickle here because people have so many dependents, and as breadwinners, chefs, going in day out to nourish and replenish people's lives. It's not only are you stuck in with situations where you can't actually express yourself professionally, but you have dependents who kind of need you to keep reigning in at least some food on the table, basically. But that being said, I'm still sticking to my message that something can be done, at least cognitively, cerebrally. We can definitely try and upgrade our skills and definitely sort of dig deeper to what it all means to us and who we are, and how can we definitely better ourselves in our profession. So I've been thinking quite a lot since our last video, and I feel like what would definitely represent me as a chef and how I think and what's kind of brought me in this quite rapid rise in the industry is kind of what you look out for when you're in the kitchen and what you look out for as a professional, as an entrepreneur, as a chef. And I feel like how my mind works, I take things on sort of unilaterally. I just take things without demarcating it into this is for me or this is for that person, or I just kind of take everything as my responsibility, and everything as my experience. I soak knowledge a lot. So if something is happening on a section, I completely apply to, how it would affect me or how things might evolve in that whole kind of sequence. So the way I'm going to be teaching food or culinary skills or the techniques that you kind of have to learn in my profession can be applied in loads of different mediums, especially when it comes to just learning. And the way I'm going to do it is for every single recipe or for every single dish, you will be getting told unilaterally across board what could possibly be happening at a particular time in a kitchen. So I've got billions and billions of moments that I can refer to. I'm just going to present food to you in such a way that even if you're not in the hotel industry or the hotel business, you can kind of sense some of the tensions and some of the quirky moments and some of the really intense moments, but at the same time, micro focus into what is at stake. And that being said, what you have as the main kind of grids or foundation is going to be definitely your introduction into the kitchen environment, and what will be expected of you, how you're supposed to look, what you're supposed to do in circumstances, what certain circumstances mean. Like, for example, it's pre-lunch, we've just finished breakfast. How do people think in these circumstances, and how does it relate to just day-to-day life? How can such a stream of thought be applicable to you just watching the show? Then you have the actual safety zones, techniques, what is expected of you under this particular circumstance? What are the do's and don'ts? It could be with just something to do with the environment that you're creating before you do a preparation, or an actual plating, or an actual sort of cooking process. These are aspects that you can actually delve into with every particular dish you're going to create. Aspects to do with departmental psychology as well, like, you know, how the staff in the kitchen relate to other departments, and how one action is transmitted or translated through different parts of the business, is also definitely what we're going to look at. So I'm getting sort of like a clearer conceptology, if I might say, about how everything is going to be put together, and I just hope that it is just as easy to understand for the viewers as well. Because it's the first time, I'm kind of wriggling around a little bit in my head to do it just how I feel will represent the way I experienced it. So bear with me, and then I hope that you enjoy what's coming up as well. Thank you very much. My name is Chef John Ocran, and I'm talking to you from Accra.